What's up, guys? How's it hanging? Welcome back to Pokemon. I'm your host Christian, and today we have a new card, Sylvally GX. A lot of people have been waiting for this card. And before we get started, excuse my headphones. I'm looking for an alternative for sound quality. I'm currently recording on my iPhone, so I did a playtesting video on a Darkrai GX deck, and I found that this sounds a lot better than my iPhone. So let's get right into it. Sylvally GX. Everyone is so hype about this card, so let's see what it does. It's a colorless type to start with. It has 210 HP. It's a stage 1, obviously. It evolves from type Null. So that tells me that we're getting a type Null in the next set that's coming out, which is Crimson Invasion. So Sylvally has an ability. It has Gyro Unit, or this is the rough translation. As long as this Pokemon is in play, all of your basic Pokemon have 0 retreat cost. This sounds like a really good ability, honestly. There are lots of basic decks out there, actually. Darkrai, like I said, I was playing Darkrai. You can tech in a Sylvally. Instead of working with Altar of the Moon, that means that you have to have an energy attached. And it's not really relevant in Darkrai, but because Darkrai's retreat is 2, and Altar of the Moon makes it so that your retreat cost is reduced by 2, so technically it's free retreat cost. This can also take the place of Floatstone, Switch, Guzma, or Lysander. Another thing that I was thinking is it won't really work well with Golisopod, considering Golisopod isn't a basic, so won't really help you there. And lots of people are going to be playing Zoroark with Golisopod, so I doubt we're going to see a Sylvally in a Golisopod deck. Alright, on to the first attack. Turbo Drive for 3 colorless energy. So you can tech this card into whatever deck you want. It does 120 damage. And you also attach 1 basic energy from your discard to one of your bench Pokemon. This really, when I first heard about it, it reminded me of Lurantis. And I played Lurantis a lot. I started playing back in January when first Sun and Moon first came out. And Lurantis was my go-to. I had a Lurantis build, and I liked it a lot. The only thing that really tore me apart is Lurantis' first attack. It only does 30 damage, I believe. And you can attach a energy from your discard to one of your Pokemon. I really like this, but then I got torn once I had the energy on Lurantis. I wanted to hit 120 damage, but I would also need energy attached. So it was kind of give and take. With Sylvally, it hits 120 damage, and you get to put a basic energy on one of your bench Pokemon. So I actually really like this attack. 120 is not really hitting a lot for one-hit KOs. A lot of new GX Pokemon have around 180, so even if you attach Choice Band and play Professor Kukui, you're still not going to be knocking out things like Drampa, Darkrai, EX, and GX, things like that. But it is an awesome energy accelerator. Now for the GX attack, this is 3 colorless energy. Rebellion GX. It does 50 damage times the number of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if they have 3 bench Pokemon, you're hitting 150. It's pretty straightforward. It's the same GX attack actually as Lycanroc GX, which is kind of weird that they would GX attacks are supposed to be the new thing, I don't know why they would take one from a card that got released in the last set and put it into another card. Doesn't really make sense. I thought that, a GX attack would be specific and unique, but I guess that's the route Pokemon wanted to take. The only thing with this is you do not want to be playing Sudowoodos or anything that's going to limit your opponent's bench space. And this is a really good GX attack. If your opponent doesn't know you're playing a Sylvally GX, you can just pop it down, energy acceleration with some max elixir or something like that, and get the 3 colorless energy you need to use it, and bam, you got yourself a nice nifty knockout. Now, I didn't mention this before, but it is weak to fighting. It doesn't have a resistance, and its retreat cost is 2. Unfortunately, it is the stage 1, so you can't use the ability for free retreat on itself. The weakness to fighting is a little iffy. Marshadow just came out, and and I've been hearing a lot of rumors that people are going to be taking in Marshadows into their deck. I'm not exactly sure. We're just going to have to wait and see, honestly. Other than that, I don't really see any other real contenders in a fighting deck. There's Lycanroc, not seeing much play in major tournaments. I doubt that you're really going to see it in Worlds. So, I don't know. Maybe post-rotation, we might have some fighting decks up and coming, considering we have Darkrai GX coming in. It's going to be a great counter for, if you tech in a Marshadow into your deck, it's going to be a great counter for Garbodor Drampa, Zoroark Drampa, things of that nature. So, along with this Sylvally GX, we do have some other news. If you do buy a booster box of both of these, in Japan they actually have 2 different sets. So we have Crimson Invasion coming out in one set, and Japan actually has 2 different sets with different cards in them. That was kind of confusing. But pretty much what I'm trying to say is our Crimson Invasion set is pretty much split in half and then set up into 2 different sets in Japan. So if you buy both booster boxes in Japan, you get a free pack of Acerola sleeves. You get 64. And we have the Acerola sleeves right here, as you can see. As well as these Acerola sleeves, we have Golisopod. We have a cool Team Skullgrunt sleeve. Sylvally, which is pretty cool. A Drampa. And my favorite by far, the Tapu Lele sleeves. So, yeah, guys, I'm pretty excited about this. I want to see Sylvally come out. I know a lot of people have been waiting for it. And, we're just going to have to wait and see when it comes out post-rotation, if it's viable, if it's any good, if people are going to be teching it into their decks. So, yeah. You can like and subscribe this video. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think about Sylvally. Tell me if you think that there's any techable decks you can put it in. Tell me anything that I missed. Let me know what's up, guys. All right, until next time, you've been watching Pokemeow. Thanks for watching.